This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Mercedes SLS AMG. You're on board, guys, and we're in the SLS AMG. I'm going to talk you through the stats of the car and what it's like to drive it. This 6.3 litre AMG power plant that's placed in that big long nose of this SLS propels this car from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. That's if it's not wet. Top speed, we're looking at over 200 miles per hour. A lot of pulling power to this, you know. We've got a huge power plant. What it's like to drive the car from where I am, I mean, I'm obviously 6'3". Yes, I've had to adjust my seat, so I've got some head clearance, and you know, the road. It's actually a very nice place to be. It's not too bad at all. Right now, I'm driving it in comfort mode. Driving in comfort mode, this is you know, the sort of mode that tames the car down and, you know, teaches it a lesson, tells it, you know, to behave itself. But as soon as I put it into Sport Plus mode, it's takeoff. Yeah. So that's the one that gets everyone's heart going. And I'm sure if you had a passenger in the car, they really would love it. In terms of handling, the car is fantastic. You know, keep it in all its right modes, the traction on, and it's all safe for the road. I wouldn't recommend pulling it out on a really wet day or on a snowy day, but it does hold well. I mean, people have this interpretation of, like, you know, the car, you know, it's quite tail happy. Yes, it is, but when you want it to be tail happy, in comfort mode with the traction control on, it behaves itself. But then there's a couple of buttons here that you can make it go all naughty. Engine note is phenomenal. One of the best sounding supercars out there. Really is like a muscle car. It you know, it sounds like a lion. It's been locked up in a cage, just wants to be let out. That's what the SLS is. It's a lion. Every time you drive past a petrol station, you really do have to look at your fuel gauge and see, does it need some more? And more than likely, it probably will. It's always really thirsty. Just wants to be fed. She wants more and more. Even though you have your multimedia system, and it's got a great sound system in the car in terms of playing music and whatnot, you really do not need it. I mean, the soundtrack. Scary. Sounds luscious though. But there we have it, guys. This very car has, you know, some beautiful rear view mirrors. It's finished in carbon, so it's always a pleasure to make sure you do check your mirrors, seeing all that beautiful carbon weave, and very sleek mirrors. So there we have it, guys, the Mercedes SLS AMG. We've taken it out for a drive, and what a fantastic car it is, from the exhaust note to the acceleration to, you know, the handling of the car. It is all fantastic, and it's a great package. And like I've said previously, you know, the AMG G-Wagon was a beast. This, however, has got the beauty as well as being the beast. A fantastic car. Definitely recommend it. I'm going to talk you through to the design of the car now, and so we've got some features on this car that are very noticeable and very iconic to Mercedes-Benz. First of all, we've got the Gullwing doors that were first installed on the 300 SL, a very iconic car now, a collector's piece, a very expensive car as well. These doors unfortunately don't come on the Roadster. The Roadster's obviously got a soft closing door, which means that obviously the doors will probably be flimsy if they did. Well, it's not possible to install these doors, so that is why I chose the coupe version. And if you do ever buy an SLS, then I will definitely suggest you get in the coupe version, purely because of the doors, and because it's such an iconic feature, and it really does put a smile on people's faces, to all them car lovers out there. So we've got the doors, we've got the alloys. These alloys here, they're obviously an optional extra. We didn't get to choose these alloy wheels because obviously we bought this car used, as it is a child plate, yeah, it was just sitting on the showroom floor and I fell in love with the car. I didn't personally, I would probably have gone for the C63 style alloy wheels. I don't know if you guys have seen them. They come in silver and that black. It's got lots of little spokes to it, and you know, they look great as well. But I must admit that these wheels look fantastic in them. A lot of people have said that, Aleem, why don't you black out your wheels so it's black on black? But I think it really does break it down. Another thing that I would probably add to these, to the wheel side of things, is probably the red brake calipers to match the interior and break it all down a little bit. So moving on to the front of the car, I thought I'd just quickly show you the front. What's very noticeable to start off with is the front, how long it is. I mean, we've got a very, very long nose to the car. Someone that's short, very short, driving this car, you'll probably be struggling to see the front, and obviously when you're in traffic, it's very hard to judge how close you are to the front of the car, so you really do need to get used to the car. Other than that, we've got these beautiful lights that fit in, the day running lights integrated into them, the big air vents that are all set in to cool the engine. But what I'm going to show you now is the engine. It is a big plant, and it definitely does need to be seen. So I'm just going to pop it all open for you. So here we have it, guys. You all need to witness this. Check this out. This is a 6.3 litre V8 AMG engine, made by, like previously shown in the G-Wagon engine. It's obviously handcrafted by a certain technician at Mercedes-Benz. This one, Ozan Isses, which is obviously one of the technicians there. He's left his little mark there, like the G-Wagon. We've got big intercools, big air vents. Obviously with the amount of heat this engine produces, it needs to be cooled down just as effectively. We've got a big radiator fan here, obviously the big vents that just surge all that air in just to calm it all down a bit. But yeah, that's what it is, guys, and fuel economy wise, this is awful. So we're moving on to the rear of the car now, and obviously we've got the boot, and we've also got this huge spoiler here that comes up manually and also at a certain speed. The boot can be opened from the key, just holding down the unlock button and the boot button, and you guys are going to be astonished by the amount of space this boot has. We're looking at about 30-40 litres at max. That's what we can fit in. Obviously we've got a few of our recording equipment in there, a rucksack, but if you're going to be doing a road trip down to Paris or down to Saint-Tropez or Monaco, you're going to need the G-Wagon towing behind for luggage. So here we are in the interior of the SLS AMG. Brilliant combination in my opinion. We've got the red with the black going on. Got the black inserts with the main part of the seat in red. This AMG here has the optional extra of carbon fibre in its centre console. I love a little bit of carbon fibre in the interior. It really does give it that sporty feel to it. It's got the Alcantara steering wheel for increased grip. A very nice little feature there, very comforting. We've got the flappy paddles behind the steering wheel, just here, obviously to change down a gear, change up a gear. And then we have some very nifty little buttons here. We've got like we've got the center console that we can put a couple of cans of drink in here. That moves across here. We've got a little compartment here, the glove box here, with your iPod connection to blast all your tunes out there, and another connection for various other devices. So the buttons here, we have the engine start stop button. So this key really just needs to be somewhere in the car, in your pocket, in the center console, wherever. So that's all it needs. The car needs to detect the key, and voila, you put your foot on the brake, engine start. You like that, don't you? So there we go, start the engine. We've also got the traction control sport button. You can turn it all the way off, or you can put it into sport mode. I would highly recommend not turning it off, because more than likely you'll be wrapped around a lamppost, and a very, very dangerous thing to do on a car like this. Obviously, if you're on a track, why not go all out, but you'll definitely be chewing through some tyres. The spoiler button. Obviously, I mentioned earlier on that the spoiler can be raised manually as well, and here it is. You know, that's the button for that. We've also got the AMG button as well, which just puts it into beast mode. This is the gear lever here, foot on the brake. We've got the park button here, can be put into drive by pulling it towards you, reverse all the way, and just whack it slightly towards yourself and back into neutral. You get your ashtray here, and your few little heater controls, and that's about it. There's not much going on other than that. We've got the Alcantara roof lining. It is a very, I mean, for someone that's very tall, I'll put the door down here for you now. You can see how much headroom I actually have. Not much, to be honest, but I have to obviously put my seat back quite far back. Someone that's a little bit shorter than me, maybe 6 foot, it's a bit more ideal for them. Obviously, then it enables you to look over through the nose, and you can see, you know, you can get a good view of your driving. And for someone too short, you're going to struggle. But yeah, someone too tall, you're gonna be hitting your head on the roof, because there's not much clearance to the top. So there we have it, guys. That's the SLS AMG. You can see from the smile on my face how much I love this car. Priced at £150,000, brand new. Yes, it's a lot of money, and you could probably pick up other supercars for that price, but it really does have the complete package: the sound, the looks, the go-go, and you know, you can pick one of these up used for about £85,000 to £90,000, so it's brilliant. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That was my review of the Mercedes SLS AMG. I want to say a big shout out and a big thanks to Shutter Speed Media, who have helped me record this review. So yeah, make sure you follow them on Instagram, and it's all going to be in the information box down below. Be sure to subscribe to Lord Aleem. Follow me on Twitter, Aleem_official, like my Facebook page, Lord Aleem, and also we have our Instagram, which is Lord Aleem_official. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye bye.